Coming up on tonight's episode of Tasty Classics, I have a hot date.
I've got a hot date.
The Plymouth breaks down.
I can hear sirens. Is this for me?
I get the musical horn.
Musical horns.
The Plymouth breaks down again.
Is everything okay?
I take some drugs.
It's honestly just like really confusing to sort of read everything and be like, right, what's that there? Okay, that's all right. Right, I've got to go and check that.
I get an owie.
Ow. Hello, welcome to this bittersweet episode of Tasty Classics. This is my Plymouth Coupe that I rescued from a barn last summer. I then worked very hard to get this thing back on the road so it would be ready for my mate to use as his wedding car. And it was an amazing day and the Plymouth performed spectacularly. The sad reality is though, I haven't used it since. I haven't driven this car at all since the wedding. And that's sad. It shouldn't be an ornament. It's a classic car that needs to be used and enjoyed, and someone should be enjoying this car. I need to get this from this workshop to the new workshop. There is a problem though. The brakes, the pedal goes almost all the way to the floor. It's got like shoes all round with these huge big mechanical adjusters on each shoe, on each side of the drum that move the shoes in and out, and I got the feeling that they just need adjusting a bit closer to the shoe because the most of the travel in the pedal is just going to move the shoes out before they even get anywhere near the drum. So according to this book of words, there's a couple of nuts on the back that you turn in different ways. This is the back of the brake drum. I think this is one of them here, and then the other one is just in there on the other side. So at the moment, the wheel spins and I can't hear any sort of touching or anything in there at all. Ugh. So I need to adjust these until they do. Can you press the brakes, Joe? I mean, it worked very nicely, but there's just too much travel. So take your foot off the brake. Direction of arrow to decrease clearance. Why doesn't it just say clockwise or anti-clockwise? So annoying. There we go. That's a bit better, I can hear it now. Press the brake now. Okay, and if we do the same on the other side. Okay then, Joe, press the brake now. Off. On. Okay, does that feel any different? He said a tiny bit, yeah. So if we do that to all four brakes, we might be all right.
So what are we going to do in this video then? Well, what I need to do is to get this car properly turnkey ready for some summer show cruising, like the stickers in the back window suggests. But to do that, I've got to get some of the paintwork done. The roof is absolutely awful and I want to get it sorted. And then I've got to tear into all of the electrics on this car because we did that 12 volt to 6 volt conversion. And now there's loads of stuff that doesn't work. So I've got to get that sorted and I want to make it really nice and take it for a nice road trip. And I want to make it good so some fortunate so-and-so can come down to the Tasty Classics workshop, pick up this car and drive it off into the sunset, and that could be you. The details on how to enter are in the video description, so click on that link and have a little look.
I think that's hopefully going to have sorted the brakes, but if not, when we get back to the other workshop, we'll have another go at bleeding them, but I think that's all it needs. It's an old American car. There's a lot of travel and everything, you know, we can't It's not got Golf GTI brakes, is what I'm saying. It's got drums all round. And they're the size of bin lids. Right then, I haven't ran this thing forever. And as predicted, the battery is dead. Now this battery on this car is the wrong battery, and I've just never got round to changing it. Yeah! Ugh. It's got a tiny little 063, which is pretty much the smallest battery that you get in cars. Now this always confuses me, this, because it is a negative earth. So your positive cable, your red cable, is actually on the negative side of the battery. It's just bizarre. Okay, now as this thing has been sat, it's got a mechanical fuel pump. It will all have drained back to the tank. Just give it half a can of that. And let's see if she fires up. Come on, baby. Oh, almost. Do you want to give us a bit more easy start down the throat, Joe? Oh, she wanted to come to life then. That's all she needs. You've just got to get the fuel through. I can't remember where the gears are in this car. I think that's A gear. Oh, daylight. This thing hasn't been driven in months. And it's ticking away beautifully. Like a new penny. Now before we go and park this up at the new workshop and start doing some finishing jobs to this car, we need to take it to the paint place and we need to get this roof booked in. And the white on the roof is like one of those things. I think I would like to get that done. I don't really want to, it's quite bad. And I think it's just that extra little step that the car does need. The rest of it is really nice, and you could sort of, you know, just the interior's lovely. It's going to be very easy to keep nice and clean. If I think the white was done, it would just make it stand out that little bit more. And then if you did take it to a show or just down to the seafront with your family, I think it'd look super good, and people would be like, oh, what a lovely car. Because that's what it is, a lovely car. And the real bones of the situation are that I love this thing. I've worked so hard on it. You saw the other videos. I've done so much work to get this car back to a running and driving thing. For me to have to now move it on is upsetting. It's not. I would love to have all the money in the world. This new workshop is a huge cost every month, but I want to have an easier life. I want to have a cleaner life, a better life, and that's why I'm paying for it. And if it means that some stuff has got to give, then some stuff's got to give. I can't keep them all. I've got a lot of other cars that I love, but I do need to move some stuff on. Hopefully though it helps one of you guys out and you end up with something that is superb and that owes you nothing really. And as I said, if you can't necessarily afford to go out and buy yourself a really cool classic car, then maybe this is the answer. Takes you a while to remember where all the gears are though. There's second. The good news is as well, now the brakes are sorted. It was just a bit of adjustment. When I first adjusted the brakes, when I put all brand new cylinders and new master cylinder in it, and which was a horrible job. When I first did all of that, I adjusted the brakes out then, but after a bit of time and a bit of use and a bit of driving, they sort of wear into place, and then you need to adjust them again. So that's kind of what I've just done. We have a problem. We are not running properly, as you can hear. Something is about to die. There's a lay-by here. I'm going to stick it in it. Very handy little lay-by there. It's not revving up properly. It knows I'm going to sell it. Come on, little Plymouth. It's gone. It's dead. Come on, what's wrong? Oh no. Okay, it did just fire back up. Come on, Plymouth. What is the issue there? I wonder if that's something electrical. Maybe it's the point source coil, potentially. Do we get a 12-volt coil in it? Is the coil overheating? Almost feels fuel related. Come on, there's a fucking lorry behind me. We are broken down on the side of the road. And now the battery is dead. This is a problem. I've not got my trailer either. Mate's borrowing my trailer. Let's have a look under the bonnet. The coil is hot, but it is also old. I mean, look at it. That is sad. Nothing's like red hot in there. Everything's attached. I mean, granted, it's not the best, but it's only sort of temporary, just to get us on the road. That coil is red hot though. I wonder if I wait for that coil to cool down, if it'll fire up again. I've got the boost pack with me, but I haven't got loads of charge left in it. So I don't want to just keep cranking it. Let's give it 5 minutes and we'll try it. Sometimes, honestly, I astound myself. I have got in the back here a brand new 12-volt coil that I bought because I thought I might need it instead of changing the one that was on it. And I got loads of other stuff. I got spark plugs, I got points and stuff. Oh God. The only problem is I've got no tools. Do you know what I have got though? I've got my Leatherman. Question is, can I change this coil on the side of the road with what is essentially my penknife? I never travel anywhere without this. This has saved me so many times. Is it going to save me this time though? I don't even know if this is actually the problem either. It might not be the problem, but we can always try, can't we? I don't even need to really plug it in. I don't even really need to mount it. I can get the wires off. That's the only thing I really need to get off. Maybe I should always carry like a mini toolkit with me when I'm doing stuff like this. I'm finding it difficult to get to that bolt there. I've got no perch on it. I need to get this off, but I can't turn that. I've only got pliers and it's really tight. Bloody hell, that's tough, that bolt. Oh, digging into my hand. I bought my welding gloves just as I'm moving stuff over. I need to do a little bit of welding, and they are now giving me the grip strength that I need. Oh, what a dream. Right, I can now get to that. Minus, plus, easy. Relieve this one of its position. I can hear sirens. Is this for me? Why do people always call the police on me? Please don't stop. No, it wasn't for me. Cool. I mean, I have no idea if this is going to be the problem, but I really hope it is. Oh my God, don't tell me that doesn't fit. Okay, you're in enough. You're in enough. Haven't got any tie wraps, can't reuse that clamp because that clamp is fused to this thing. Right, is anyone good here at tying knots? I found this in the boots, so I'm just going to sort of try and tie this around here in some sort of fashion. Are we all in agreement that that's absolutely fine? It's not going anywhere. Do I need to put the boost pack on, or are we just going to start Plymouth? Yikes. Come on, baby, please. Nothing. Oh! Doesn't sound right. Might just be enough to get us off this main road. Quick, well, there's no cars coming. There's 2 motorbikes about to go past and then I can go. Oh yes, okay, right, well, we're off the main road at least, which is pretty much all she's wrote, I think. Come on, baby, tell me what you need. What do you need? What is it that you require? Something is not right, is it? Is it points? Just doing what I can now. What is it going to be? Takes us back out onto the main road now. I don't want to go out onto the main road yet. Really not happy, really not happy. What is that? You can hear the little backfire thing, which means fuel might be getting through and it's not sparking, it's not burning it off, so, which makes me think it might be points. Let me just go and take the cap off and we'll have a look. But I don't want to... I've got no power left in this boost pack. Wondering if I try and nurse it further. There's a petrol station down there. That's not going to help us, but I don't live a million miles away from here. I could just take it straight home. The more we drive, the more it's going to charge the battery up. It is going. It says 2 miles to Broxton, and that's where the roundabout is. We were just broken down there a moment ago. Slow and steady wins the race, Plymouth. Come on. My confidence in you is high. It's maximum it could ever be. I think you're brilliant. I think you're amazing. We get on so well together. Your next owner will look after you, I promise. When we get to the petrol station, I'm going to put fuel in it anyway, just in case that's what it is, but it does feel electrical. Now I've changed the coil, maybe it's just putting that little bit of extra power into those points just to keep those points alive for a little bit longer, but that was what was failing. Maybe like the condenser and stuff inside there, you know. But again, I think I could change it all with my Leatherman if I need to. Maybe we do that at the petrol station. Can you hear it missing? Come on, come on. We made it to the petrol station. She's stuttering her head off. Missing. But she got us here. Making sure we chuck a load of this in with the finest fuel as well. This is lead substitutes. Right, I managed to get 20 litres in that, which is a lot really. I thought there was more fuel in it than that. It's not for me, don't worry. I'm just going to try and limp it to the paint place, because the paint place is about 2 miles that way. And they've got a big space there where I can potentially change these points, or I could even go another 2 miles and do it on my driveway. Legends booked in for soon, and they're going to do the roof for us, and he says he's going to have a look at a couple of other bits as well, like the stuff on the back. I'm not sure now if I should just try and drive it back to the workshop and fix it there. Worst comes to worst, I can change those points on the side of the road. Let's try and make it back to the workshop, sod it. That's the petrol station there. We made it literally about 200 yards. She is not happy, and I don't know why. Got to sort this thing out. She's just stuttering away really badly. Just bloody hell, that coil's red hot. Oh God, why is that so hot? How many clips has this thing got in it? Oh, bloody hell. Right, these points are no doubt very sad. I mean, that's not the brightest either, is it? And they're going to be pretty rough in there, but to change them I just need a flathead screwdriver by the looks of it. I actually got a nice new rotor arm as well, and it looks like it should be exactly the same. So when we go to leave, I'll put that on as well, which is excellent news. What else have we got? These are the points. They look quite nice, and they look quite straightforward to change as well. So let's get them changed over. I don't think I've got a condenser though. Probably is the condenser that's knackered as well, but bizarrely, I've got a really nice brand new distributor cap, so I'm going to whack that on as well. That's incredible. It looks like a perfect one, and this one is really tarnished. Right one for the leads as well. Excellent. Right, let's get that swapped over. The cap's in exactly the right place. This one is to the right of that, so it's that one there. So we know that that one sits in there. Lovely. And then we can do that one because we know that that's where that is, and then we just work round the cap. Okay, so that's our nice new distributor cap fitted. Let's try and get these points out without anything going wrong. Leatherman to the rescue. Oh God. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh God, that screw does not want to come out. Yeah, yeesh. I was actually using the wrong thing. There's a much better one on this side. Come on, screw. This is going to end badly out here, isn't it? I can see that. Shall I just try and sand these up a bit instead? I think I might, you know. So I'm just going to give these a bit of a scratch. Well, that certainly sounds a hell of a lot better, but I guess we're not going to know until we stick it on the road. Certainly feels better, but I can still feel a little bit of a hesitation there. Do need to change that points and condenser, I think. I think that is the next thing. That condenser's going to be a little bit kaput. Yeah, struggling again, come on. I think again, just changing the distributor cap and the rotor arm though might have given it that extra little kick. But hopefully it's going to be enough to get us home. Come on baby, you can do it.
So, as you can tell, this thing is running like a wet turd. So I decided to trailer it over to the paint place because he managed to get us in straight away, which is awesome. But I took it over there and he did an incredible job of the paintwork. He pulled the thing right back to bare metal and he told me that there was 7 different coats on that paintwork, which is amazing. And he stripped it all the way back to bare metal and put it back to its proper cream colour to match the little wheel arch bits on the back of the car. I was so happy with it. When I went down to pick it up in the flesh, I just couldn't believe how well this car looked. But I had to get it back on the trailer because again the reliability just isn't there, and I wanted to take it back to the workshop so I could build in that reliability and get this thing turnkey operational. But getting it on this trailer, I'm telling you now, is no mean feat. The thing is massive. The car is absolutely huge. I've got a problem with my trailer as well. I had to strap my big ramp thing up because it's broken. The 2 big D mounts for the ramp have both snapped off and the hydraulic rams snapped off. I've tried to get in touch with Ivor Williams to order some new ones, but yeah, if the ramp fell forward it would smash straight into the lights of the Plymouth, so I had to sort of strap it in position and just hope to God that it stayed in place on the way home.
I'm just really worried that this thing is going to flip forward and the first thing it touches when it flips forward are these lights, and I can't exactly get a new set of them, can I? So yeah, I'm worried. I've tried to put it out as much as it can. It's so heavy, it takes so much force to lift that over. I don't think it'll just tip over, but it is a worry.
It was then time to start building some reliability back into this car, which meant refitting that voltage regulator, which I'd just sort of thrown on, removing the old battery that was just far too small, and then getting stuck into all the other little electric jobs on the car, like fitting that coil properly. And I actually bought a different coil. I bought this AccuSpark classic ignition coil, which means that you don't have to have a ballast resistor and all that sort of stuff, and it should run a little bit cooler than the coil that I put in there. While I was going through everything and getting that coil fitted, I also just looked properly at all of the wires, pulled back any sort of old bits of insulation tape and that kind of thing, and I found a couple of hidden nasties. There was a few bits that were really bad, so I got rid of all of that, just again in the hope of trying to build some reliability into this car. This is a car that it's so big and heavy. If you break down in this thing, it's no joke. It won't fit on a lot of smaller car trailers and beaver tails. It's probably a little bit too heavy for some of them and maybe a bit too long. So it's no joke. You've really got to make sure this thing is properly reliable, and that is everything that I'm trying to do here. Next up was some basic service stuff, so just changing the spark plugs. I haven't actually changed the spark plugs on this car since I got it. I just cleaned them. The last couple of things I want to do now, ignition wise, are the points and condenser, which I couldn't change on the roadside. And it's a good job I didn't try really, because some of those screws were a nightmare to get out. And if I'd have dropped one of those on the grass, well, it'd have been curtains. So I've now got these out. I couldn't find a proper Mopar condenser, unfortunately, but I have got this 12 volt condenser, which I'm gonna, well, just hope works. That's the new points there, looking lovely. These are the old ones, which, as you can see, were so bad that they've actually burnt a hole straight through them, which is crazy, isn't it? They were desperate for a change. They want, is that 2/1000ths of a something? Or 0.020 inch, which I've got on my feeler gauges. I do really like points on cars. I like the testability of points, but good God, they're so fiddly. They're just, everything is so small and difficult, and I'm hoping that, you know, doesn't foul anything sitting in there. But God, yeah, it's super tough to sort of get everything in and lined up and all that kind of palaver. Everything's made more difficult as well when you're using sort of non-standard components. So obviously it's not the right part for the car, so it's being an absolute pig. Oh yeah, that felt nice. If I can tuck that around there. Oh. And then tighten this down. Which way is tighten now? If I can just spin the engine round so I can get that little lobe there to the right place, because at the moment it's not doing anything. I can spin this little adjuster screw here, put the holding screw in, which I'll do now. Has anyone seen the screw that I need? Oh, there it is. So pop that in there. Whoa. And everything's a flat head as well, which means you can't just grip it and guide it as well as a cross head, but yeah, whatever. So that locks it in place. And then, yeah, I've just got to sort of adjust it with that, but I need to turn the engine to sort of get that where I want it first. Ouch. Ow! I can't get anything onto the engine down there. I might just hook the battery up dead quick and just try and get it on the starter. It's got one of those funny gearboxes as well, so I can't quite rock the car because the clutch is weird. So rocking the car doesn't turn the engine, which is just crazy, isn't it? Oh, is that nice? Oh yeah, look at that. So that bit is on the highest point
Okay, so I've got my feeler gauge there with everything I ever wanted, but in millimeters instead of inches. And if I just pull that out a bit, get that in there, that's my gap. And then, so what I'm looking for is a bit of resistance, but not loads, but certainly a bit of resistance. Oh no, not the torch. And I'm making sure I can just slot them in and out like that with a bit of resistance, and then tighten her up, making sure nothing moves. And that should be a lovely gap. Bit of a nasty one, that. That's the difference between points and electronic ignition, isn't it? Is that gash out of your arm. But that's only when the electronic ignition is working. And when it's not, sometimes it's hard to tell what's wrong. Anyway, I'm going to have a little bit of a look at the carb now and the fuel system and just make sure we're getting fuel out of it and all that sort of stuff and it's coming out nicely. Put all that back together, fit this new battery. Look at the size of the thing. So we're going to fit that all nicely and then try and start this car again and see how well it fires up. Because old cars are a pain in the arse, I had to fabricate a little battery clamp out of another battery clamp that I had in stock. The jobs just kept on coming. Oh, thank you, Plymouth, for all these lovely jobs you're giving me. The battery was not like the connector for the battery, the main battery wire wasn't held in it properly and it was old and goosed and knackered, so I had to make a whole new battery wire, which is fine. I've got all the stuff to do it, and as you can see, I managed to do it with aplomb, and then everything is more reliable and better. Okay, so it's getting quite late in the evening now, but I've done all my stuff. Will it start? Start mode makes horrible noise nowadays. Nice. She hasn't ran in about a week and she's just fired up instantly. She doesn't want to rev up though, so come on. It's so nice working in such a bright environment compared to that old workshop. I could work in here all night, much to the disappointment of my girlfriend, but because it is so light and bright in here, I could just work and work and work, which is awesome because I love working on cars, and that is the reward you get when you spend a bit of time working on a car. It just sounds amazing. Oh, superb, what a day. Right, I don't want to show you this roof. I don't want to show you any of that yet because we need to polish the car up properly and do a few other nice little jobs. So the reveal, we'll give you the reveal later on. I mean, you can see a bit of it there, but what a job. Incredible paintwork job, honestly, it's so good. I've just gone to start looking at the lights and we've got a problem. This is how many volts the battery is showing at the moment, my nice new big battery. And when I fire this baby up, yeah! Look at this amp gauge here, right? It should be going towards the plus, which means it's charging. So she now starts on the button, which is great. But it is going the wrong way. It is not charging and I don't know why. I've done something wrong, but I don't know what it is that I've done wrong. Look. Voltage is being sapped from somewhere and I just don't know what it is. Coil's nice and cool. Well, not cool, it's just warm. But I was messing about with this and like something just clicked then. And now it's climbing again. I can see amps there showing 0, but when I rev it, that should be going up now because the dynamo's spinning and it's putting more. Yeah, with a big rev, now it's fallen down again. Something is kaput. I need to find out what. Or, of course, I put something on the wrong way around, which is equally as possible.
Car wiring is so confusing. There's so much to look at and think about and try and work out, like, what's what have I done wrong here? It's honestly just like really confusing to sort of read everything and be like, right, what's that there? Okay, that's all right. Right, I've got to go and check that. Have I got a field wire? Have I got a 12 volt wire? It's just so difficult.
This is as good an opportunity as ever to mention the beautiful merchandise and things that I do on this channel.
So go on tastyclassics.co.uk and there's lots of stuff on there that's really cool. Like you've got shirts, t-shirts, you've got hoodies, you've got those lovely mugs that I just show you. You've got everything that you could possibly ever need. Honestly, it's so good. So pick up some stuff from there. That would really help to allow me to pay for things, you know, like all the stuff that I've had to buy for this Plymouth and getting paintwork done, and also my new LASIK eye surgery, which I think has gone really well. It's affording all that, isn't it? So if you do fancy going on the website and buying some merch, that'd be great.
With some lights on, sorry about the audio by the way, some lights. It is kind of working. Wipers are superb as well, they're really good. And the fan, it's like a hurricane. I'm going to turn it off before I blow away. I just asked this stuff about repolarizing dynamos and testing the dynamos so I could check everything, which I have done, and now after doing that, just dropped my phone on the floor. After doing that, it's now working properly again. And what I did was I disconnected the field wire, which is this little one here, and just repolarized it. So I jumped a hot 12 volts directly to it, and that just sort of repolarized it for a second and made it right, because I think it's something to do with it being negative earth. But again, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and I need to make that clear. But it's working, so maybe I do know what I'm doing. Right, I need to tackle these lights. They took his eyes. Check this out, it's crazy. I thought this was a sealed beam, right? Which means that you can't take the bulb out, you just buy one whole lamp. And it's got a normal headlight connector, which is superb, but look at that. I was like, right, okay, let's unscrew that. And I unscrewed it, and look at this big old bulbous bulb. Ain't that something? And it is blown. I can see it's not attached in several places. I've not seen one like that before, and I've not got one that's going to fit in there at all, because that is a special bulb. Oh wow! It says, I don't know if you can see that, but it says British pre-focus. Bit of British in the old Plymouth. That's well cool, but yeah, alas, I haven't got any of them. I think I may need to swap these headlights in their entirety, which is a bit of a faff because I've not got any here, but I can overnight some, I think. Oh my god, it's even crazier. I don't know if you can see that on top, but it says right-hand drive Mazda made in England. No way. And it is 6 volt, which is probably why it's blown. 6 volt, 36 watt. So let's try and get ourselves some nice 12 volt headlights for this 12 volt conversion. Just to prove the theory, a normal 12 volt headlight bulb, whoa, it's so bright, does work. So the wiring is all okay. These are the side light bulbs, which I've replaced with nice shiny new 12 volt jobs. These did work, but I don't know how long they would have worked. Now, strangely, they're the same as like our stop and tail lights, so brake and tail lights, back headlights, because I think they do the indicators as well, which is pretty cool. However, the indicators do not work, so I'm going to change the bulbs on the back now, see if they come to life, but I might need to get a 12 volt flasher unit thing as well. Just making this up, honestly, as I go along, but it should work, maybe, I don't know.
It's as though I've had my head in a pencil sharpener, isn't it? Anyway, I've just messed up. I've just going to start my day making a delicious cup of tea, and I dropped the tea bag, and oh no! It splashed a bit of tea on these t-shirts. Oh my God. Joe's going to kill me. They're 2XLs. There's two 2XLs with tea stains. Not very good at business, being a businessman. I've now got 2 t-shirts that I'm not going to be able to sell. So, leave a comment, email, contact@tastyclassics.co.uk with your address, and the first 2 people to email, I'll send you a free tea-stained t-shirt. Is that a thing? Tea-stained t-shirt, free. Send me an email, contact@tastyclassics.co.uk, your address, and the first 2 people, you can have one of those, and I'll send you a sticker as well, just for a laugh, because I now can't sell those because I'm an idiot. So that's 50 quid down the drain, isn't it? Cool!
While I wait for the new light stuff, let's look at something else. After I sort the lights and the indicators, I need to sort these 2 things, which are the horns, and they are controlled via this absolute mess of wires down here. This is the horn relay. Why is the coil so hot? Have I left the ignition on? I have, yeah. I need to make the horns work, and they are controlled by this box here, which is an Autolite 6104 or something like that horn relay, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pins, and it's all the wires going to it are very sad. That was one wire that went to it there, but they are all they're not great at all, are they? They're really rough, and they could do with changing. When I press the horn button, it does do something, but I put my power probe to these bad boys and they didn't make any sound, so I've got the feeling they're dead. They're very old and they're very sad, and we potentially need to get a couple of new horns for this car and a new relay and redo all that wiring and make the horn work again. But I think the switch, actually what you push, works. I just need some new horns.
What kind of horns does a big American car like this deserve? I think these ones. Musical horns. This is, well, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it, frankly? But there you go. We have a big air compressor with various holes for pipes to go out of. We have some pipes and they connect to these horns. I imagine there's some instructions for it via here, and it blows air down these trumpets in a variety of orders, which should go or something like that. And I have a little relay, which I'm hoping, being a 4-pin, and the one in there's a 4-pin, is just essentially what I swap over, and just with new wires on it, and then we just use the wires that's at the horns. Some mounting bits, but that's all you get. No instructions or nothing. Seriously, this is all the instructions that you get. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is all. That is what I've got. Out of all that crap there, I've got to make that. As per the instructions, I've cobbled together this absolute mess of pipes and bits of plastic. It's just, what the hell? Right, I'm gonna now, I've done 2 cables there. Let's just put it there, and I'm just gonna touch those cables directly onto the battery, and we'll see what it sounds like.
Bloody hell, that was loud. That
was so loud. I don't know if it's just because it's a bit echoey there, but bloody hell. This is nuts. Right, okay, I'm going to put them in this car. Why not? It's what it deserves, isn't it? Let's give people a heart attack every time we press the horn. Stupid. I need to get my head around this wiring, and it's just a case that there's 4 wires that go to a relay, one from the battery, one from the switch, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. So it's working out which one of those is, feeding it to the new relay, screwing the relay to the bulkhead, and then hopefully we just take the wires from here. It looks like see that wire there? That wire, by the looks of it, is just connected directly to this, and that wire there just goes off to the horn relay. So once I've done the wiring, we should be in a position where this will connect to that. The rest of it's earth, and that's our horn circuit. I don't know. Have a fire extinguisher on standby, keep randomly connecting wires like this, and then you can become a real mechanic like me and your 1953 Plymouth Cambridge, I think, will do this. Come on! Amazing. That is proper. We have... I'm so pleased. I'm so happy. I've talked about relays a lot, and what they are is a switch that turns a small amount of power into a big amount of power by going via the battery, via this little box. So you're sort of connecting one to the switch on the steering wheel, one to the earth, one to the power, the main 12 volts, and then the other one goes to the item itself. And then it will transfer the power from the battery directly to the horns when you press the switch. And now we've got amazing horns, but we have a problem. I haven't got a clue what any of this stuff does here. It looks like all this stuff has been tapped into this relay. It's very, very strange, and I'm wondering now, this is all the output of the relay. So it's getting power from somewhere, and there's only one switch going to it. So it's not like when you connect the horn, all of this stuff should work. I don't really get it. And I don't know if it's going to stop anything working or make something working. It's quite complicated. There should have been only 4 wires going to that relay, the horn relay that I've taken off, and there's loads more. I don't know where they go. And the problem is that the wiring diagram in this thing is all very helpfully colour-coded. Problem is, though, this car's 70-odd years old. And what that means is that all of the colours of the wires have faded, and they've all turned into just one colour, apart from I can tell what used to be red, but the rest of them, God knows. Bit of head scratching to come now, but I'm going to tidy all this wiring up first, get all the horns mounted and stuff so I know that job's done, and then we'll concentrate on that. Hey gringo, you want to buy a donkey? It's got a horn now. And it also starts nicely. I can add a much more permanent solution to the horn holding. This, the way these are connected and held on here, so very nicely, is just a bit of old number plate. So now that's permanently fixed in place. If you didn't want these musical horns, you've got a positive and a negative there, just put a normal horn on. But these, why would you want to change these? These are the best, and I think suit this amazing. It's like a bit of, is it Mexicana maybe? I don't know, with an old car like this? I don't know. I think it's really cool. Next up, and potentially one of the last things on the list for this Plymouth, now that almost all of the lights work, is this little cherub here, right? I pulled this out the car yesterday. This is a 6-volt flasher relay, what does your indicators. And I bought this thing, which is a 3-pin, exactly the same as that, 12-volt flasher relay. If the stars align, I would plug this into the hole that this came from and the indicators would work. Let's find out. It's quite a cool looking thing as well, isn't it? It's quite smart, but
Is it going to work? Didn't feel amazing going in there then, but let's have a look now. It's not working. Bollocks. I have a couple of boxes in my hands with headlights in for this Plymouth to replace this missing one here, and they are the super cool clear ones that I put in the pickup truck. They're well nice, and they're going to look so good there and allow me to fit new modern bulbs. But I've got to get my skates on, I've got to get these things fitted, and I've got to get my head around all of this stuff. These are flasher units for the indicators on the car, and currently, well, there is no indicators. I can always just like put my arms out the window, but it would be nice to actually have indicators, so I've got to get my head around that. All the other lights do now work on the car, which is amazing. We've got brake lights, rear lights, the side lights, everything, and I'm sure the headlights are going to come to life as well. But I've only got a couple of hours left of today before I've got a hot date. It is almost Valentine's Day, and I thought a perfect opportunity for my missus to see the Plymouth would be for me to take her out to dinner in it tonight. I haven't properly driven this on the road since it last broke down, and the last thing I want to do is break down with her in the car. So I need to get these lights working and just pray to God that that doesn't happen. Let's get stuck into it. Lawrence? Yeah. Is that headlight working? Yeah. Nice. Oh dear. The back of this headlight just exited itself. Right, there was some sort of washer. Oh God. Every simple job is one snapped screw away from becoming a 12-hour ordeal, isn't it? And that's what we are experiencing right here. Oh. Thank God for that. Right, we're back on. Oh man, they look spectacular. So good. Well impressed with those. Do you like them, Lawrence? Any good? Tidy. Just going to make these indicators work now. Last bit of electrics on the list is the flasher unit, and I've got this diagram here in the book of words, and that says flasher there is what we need. White, red and black. This is what I've got here. Which one's red, which one's white, which one's black. They're all not only exactly the same colours, but they're all completely wrecked. I know this one here, under wraps, that's getting a 12-volt ignition, which is what this sort of big... there's not really any other way I could have done that. I haven't got like a junction box or anything, but that's your switched ignition. And there's a lot of things taking power from that, which I think is this one here. So I just need to tidy that wire up. And then we've got these two. So it's just going to be a case of working out which one's which for those. Sorting those wires out, tidying them up. Praying to God that we've got indicators. One actual great thing here is it says LXP on the back of, this is a new 12-volt flash unit which I got, but it also says PXL, so I can work out which wires go where. It is as simple as just plugging it into that, but it's nice to know what wire does what. So for example, I know that that is X, this wire here, and X goes off to the directional signal switch, depending on which way you're holding the switch, to the left rear or the right front or the left front. So it's just making sure that wire is now all tidied up and working and goes to the right place, making sure that wire, which is white, looks like it's going to ground, but it also goes through the little signal indicator light on the dashboard, and then black is getting its power. I've tried all the different relays, that I've got here. I even nicked one off the Rover, which is this one that we've got plugged in here now. But yeah, I'm struggling. I'm not getting any indicators at all. Because this is an American car as well, it does this weird thing where to the rear signal lights, the rear indicators, they switch the brake light off while the indicator comes on, and I'm wondering if that is where our issue lies, or if it is an issue with the actual switch itself and struggling to transfer the 12 volts, or if it needs cleaning up, or if it's broken. I don't know. I just need to have a little bit more of a play. Good news and bad news. The good news is, I think I know what's wrong with it. This is a positive earth car, which means the electricity flows a different way, the opposite way to the other polarity of modern cars. And in a new flasher relay, which I bought for the car, the electricity is only allowed to flow one way because it goes through certain little things. Lawrence, is what I'm saying making any sense there?
I've got no idea. Car electrics are totally different from normal electrics, mate. But yeah, it sounds good to me.
Right, cool. So I went on a specialist website and went on Google, and I've ordered a special 12 volt positive earth relay. Positive earth, not negative earth, which is a normal one, but positive earth. So that is on its way now, which is really cool. But that's not the only thing I've ordered. I've actually gone on Car Builder again, and I've bought this, which is a choke cable and a choke cable adjuster, which when they arrive next week, I'm going to tidy all that wiring up, do the flasher relay, button everything up, park it all there nicely and permanently, and I'm going to run a choke cable to this thing here, which is going to go through the bulkhead and is going to be our choke. This isn't the choke cable, this is the thing for the airbox. But yeah, I'm going to run it through there so we actually get a choke again, because we've not got a choke on this car, and it could really do with one, make starting in the cold a lot easier. I'll do a little video of me doing that to see if we're successful with our flasher relay thing, and I'll put it out on the Tasty Classics Breakdown channel, so give that channel a follow as well. The link is in the description of this video. What I want to do now is polish this thing up, because if we're taking a lady out for some food, it's got to be nice, hasn't it, you know? Before I polish the actual car, there is one little thing that I wanted to do to the inside of this thing. This dashboard is like, it's quite rusty and corroded and just sort of, it's got a really nice patina, but it is a bit dull. And I'm going to use this lanolin oil from Buzzweld, just on a bit of cloth. And I'm just going to rub it into the dashboard. And that's just going to protect it from getting any worse, but also bring a little bit of the colour and a little bit of the shine back. During this whole job on this Plymouth, this book of words that I got with the car, has just been so handy, honestly. A real fabulous bit of kit. And it turns out as well that this car, that over the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, I've been calling my Plymouth Coupe or my Plymouth Cambridge. I finally got to the bottom of it when someone commented the other day on the video of us doing the chrome spray paint and testing stuff for my front bumper, which I decided not to do anything about because the chrome spray paints weren't that good and I don't want to do anything else with it. A few people mentioned wrapping of the chrome bumper, which could be an option, but I think it's pretty much okay as it is. I'm not too fussed about it at all. Doesn't detract too much from the stunning car that it is. But I found out that this stunning car is called a Plymouth Cranbrook. It's a Cranbrook.
So I decided to go online and do a little bit of digging to see if I could find another example of the same as my car, a 3-door Plymouth Cranbrook from 1953. And I did. I managed to find one. And this car, even though I get it, it is a little bit shinier and nicer than mine, but you're never going to believe how much this car sold for only 2 years ago. 2023, this car that you're looking at now sold for $37,000. It's exactly the same spec as mine. It's a very, very nice thing. It's in much better condition than mine, granted. It's, you know, I have had a look at some of the closer up photos and it maybe looks a little bit better in this video than it does on those photos, but yeah, 37 grand, not bad at all.
Welcome to my Plymouth Cranbrook, everybody. I'm going to be really sad to see this thing go. I really am. Steady. Whoa. Whoa, easy girl, easy girl. Come on, that's it. Whoa. Steady on. Hot. Whoa now, whoa. Hiya! This is my finished Plymouth Cranbrook, apparently, and boy oh boy doesn't she look smart. The headlights really bring the front end of this car to life. Don't they look good? Boy, she's shiny. The guys at Barton Garage did the most elegant of bare metal paint jobs on the roof. I'm so pleased with it. It looks stunning, and it is kind of now become the car that it was meant to be. And remember, this is what it looked like. Decades trapped in that barn with crap all over it, and with a lot of hard graft, this is what we've ended up with. The haunches of this beast, there was some bits of paint missing, but it wasn't like any problems with rust holes and stuff. It was just a bit of paint flaked off. The guys at Barton Garage just touched all this in. It's all about taking your eyes off it. If you wanted to repaint that, you're repainting the whole side. It doesn't need it. It only needs what it needs. From over here, gosh, she's pretty. And even up close, I'd be like, yeah, it's beautiful. It's patina. It's the original. I don't think it's the original, but it's probably been painted about 10 times, but you get the idea. It's nice. The interior has always been the sort of draw for me for this car. Having to redo this interior myself would have been very, very expensive and time consuming, but the headlining's mint, the seats are absolutely mint. Look at the way this thing folds. So you can get in and out the back, which I might be doing later on, but I won't put that on film. You won't be able to see that. Sign up to the Patreon for that kind of action. We can cut that bit out. Whoa! Someone chain that horse up before it does some damage. This thing now hopefully is going to start on the button, and it's going to be sweet as a nut to drive away, because I have got a hot date very, very soon, and I do not want this thing to break down. So let's just see if it fires up. That's barely one rotation. Very nice indeed. Let's take my little lady out for a nice hot meal, and then tomorrow we're going to get this thing onto our private test track, and we're going to put it on the Tower of Power, and we're going to see what this massive 12-ton bit of American pig iron can do. It's barely one engine rotation and she's going. Let's go. We're charging, we've got oil pressure, all the levels have been checked. Oh my God, it's pouring it down. Do the wipers work? Thank God. See you later, Joe. Well, I've made it the first half mile and she's glorious. Oh, is that the wrong gear? There you go, right gear. We've got a bit of a drive. We're going to pick her indoors up, see what she thinks of this car, see if she gives it her blessing, and I'm going to take her out for a delicious meal. And hopefully I'll be in the good books for Valentine's Day. Oh, she pulls so nicely, so smooth. That 6-cylinder is just beautiful, really nice. Just no issues, just loads of power, loads of bottom end, just low down grunt, big cylinders, massive pistons just flying up and down. Good as gold, absolutely good as gold. I mean, so far anyway. Still charging, everything. Oh, she just cruises. I wish it wasn't raining, but still, it's sunny inside the car. I'm in the middle lane here. I need to get over to the left. Burn anything off the lights, this big old hot rod. So look, let's be real for a moment, right? If you win this car in the raffle, if you are the lucky person whose name gets drawn out the hat, this thing isn't that easy to drive. I mean, we're driving it with one hand here, it is pretty easy. You've just got 3 on the tree. It's a big old bus. You've got to have a little bit about you to be able to drive this thing. I mean, it feels like something you could quite easily daily, but maybe it's a bit more special than a daily. I don't know. I mean, you probably could, couldn't you? But there is little nuances with this car that, you know, not like a lot of other cars, like the way it starts and just like stuff that when you come down to pick this car up from the Tasty Classics workshop, I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time with you, just talking you through how everything works and the functions of stuff and just like how to look after it and how to maintain it. I really don't want this thing to fall into disrepair either, so you've got to make sure if you do win it that you are going to look after it. So we've made it about 15 miles and that's 15 miles through the worst weather as well. It's absolutely hammering it down, but we're going absolutely fine. She's good as gold. I've got the heater on, it's all great. No issues so far, even the wipers. They only have 1 speed though, so it's a little bit annoying. As you can imagine as well, everybody stares at you in this car. Everybody's like, what the hell? Is Grease Lightning coming to town? Oh yeah. Last time my missus saw this car was quite a while ago, and it was in a much worse state than it is now. The bumper was off it, and you know, it was just like not cleaned up and not tidied up and all this type of thing. So I'm interested to see, you know, how she reacts to it now that I've done all this work, and I've even given the interior a clean. I say I have. Joe did that.
Nice ride.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you feel sad that you've not got a cowgirl hat and I've got a cowboy hat?
To be honest, yes. Is the hat staying on?
Yeah.
The whole meal?
All right, maybe I'll leave the hat in the car.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I feel a little underdressed, that's all.
No, we'll be fine. Honestly, we'll be great.
I'm wearing the colour of red. No, the colour of love.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day.
I'm wearing the colour of red. So, I also thank you for matching the car with my glasses. I feel like that's a good colour.
Oh God, yes, yeah.
Colour match.
Yeah, oh nice. I did that on purpose,
Yeah,
obviously. It's a big old thing to drive. Are you going to be okay if I have 12 pints of San Miguel and then you can drive it back?
I like how you had to go to change the gear. Yeah, sure, of course.
It's a bit cumbersome. That's second gear.
Right.
And that's third gear.
Obviously. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Absolutely, yeah. So now that I've given you that lesson on how to drive a car, and if you want to put the wipers on, you just twist that knob.
Okay. I feel like we should be going to some sort of like milkshake place, and I should be hair in curlers and like a big skirt, like back in the 50s or something.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well,
is that where we're going?
The only problem with that is that it's Wednesday at about 4:30 and
it's 2026.
we're near Wrexham. There isn't that many places around that do that sort of stuff, and it'll get dark in about half an hour.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to make the most of the daylight, aren't we? So
yeah, but in the summer it would be great to go there.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to an outdoor cinema.
Oh yeah, that would be really fun, wouldn't it? Like a drive-in cinema. Yeah. I'm sure they exist around here. Or we could just drive there.
Yeah, we can find one. It doesn't have to be around here, because this car will get us anywhere.
It's just like a beautiful machine, isn't it? And you've done such a good job, and the paint guy's done such a good job.
Yeah.
It needed that bit of love, I think, and it's just...
What do you think about the noise?
You love that. What's your favourite thing, Ben?
The noise. I love the noise. I love the interior as well. I think it's great.
It's kept very well, hasn't it?
Yeah, well,
have you showed everybody the Speedo?
Yeah, the fact that it doesn't work.
Well, and I like the lettering and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all original.
I will. Do you want to see a close-up of that? I'll show you a close-up.
It feels safe, but whether it is safe...
Yeah, I mean, it's got brake lights, it's got brakes. They're the only two things you need, really. Okay. All the tyres are new. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't raining as badly as it is, because, I mean, it's fine though, isn't it?
Yeah, I do feel like it's a car that should be enjoyed in the summer.
Yeah. Like we should have the windows open.
Yeah. And have some sort of hamper or something.
Yeah,
it feels like I'm getting the vision totally.
Yeah, it is super comfy as well.
It's lovely,
like the bounce of the seats. Yeah, very smart.
Definitely. Whoops. Is everything okay? No?
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Have you got
No.
No?
I haven't got hazards. We didn't do that bit.
Shall I wave my arm out the window?
No, it's restarted.
Oh.
It's restarted.
Maybe you'd be gentle with her.
And now she's dying again.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
One of the foibles, I suppose. Is it foible or is it... Why did you get in the car?
It seems we have broken down. Plymouth, why have we broken down everything we...
It's too much pressure.
It is too much pressure, isn't it? Will it restart again? Why is it...
Did it... Maybe it
We're having a Christine moment. Have you seen Christine? Phil?
No.
The car tries to murder his girlfriend.
Oh my god, she's jealous.
Yeah, the car's jealous of her and then it tries to murder her.
Oh my god, the Plymouth is jealous.
Right, come on,
Get this
Plymouth.
bitch out the car. Who's she?
We haven't got far to our meal destination, so if you could just make it there, as long as we can have a few pints.
Shall I lean forward? Does that help?
I don't think so.
No. Yikes.
Why did it stop working then? after we bounced up and down the seats.
Do you reckon that's what it was?
I wouldn't like to say.
That. She didn't like that.
She didn't like that at all. She was like, don't be so silly.
Behave.
It's alright though, it's okay. Is it okay? I'm taking it super steady now, but yeesh. Oh god, oh. I left the handbrake on. Oh my god, she's...
Tasty Ben, everyone.
She is not happy at all. She's died again.
Is she? Are we going down a hill?
Yeah, I know.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
Oh Christ. Okay.
Oh god.
Should I be recording this?
This is being weird.
We're back on, people. It's okay.
Right, come on Plymouth, super steady now. You just drove back all the way from the workshop, which is much further than we've just been. Absolutely fine. Why are you giving us problems now? There's no need for it. Are you okay, darling?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to Plymouth. She's died again.
I know my place.
She's dead. Ah!
Yikes. Just got to get up a hill now as well.
I know. Oh, we might be in trouble here. Oh dear. Yikes.
On a dodgy corner as well.
Yeah, this is not cool. Okay, there's a petrol station up here. I'm going to pull in there and see if I can see something that has gone wrong. Was something overheating or something? I don't know, it shouldn't be.
Did you have the handbrake on the whole time?
No, just when we pulled up then. It was only on for 2 seconds. And if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Everything's fine, don't worry about it. Let's just put the blowers on as well. Come on baby, you're fine, you can just get us there, you're alright. Weirdly, it seems to be okay again.
Yeah.
It's super wet and we've just been through loads of very deep puddles and I'm wondering if something electric got a bit wet there.
Yeah.
Oh, like that massive puddles that we're going through, these huge puddles.
Oh god, yeah. So maybe... Oh!
Oh my god. Monumental puddles. And I'm wondering if that's just played havoc with something.
Yeah.
Let's put the lights on as well, so people can see us when we do break down. If we do break down. It's fine now. Look at it. It's like a rocket ship now. Genuinely, there's nothing wrong with this car, honestly. Maybe it was a bit shy because you've got it.
Maybe.
It's absolutely fine. Yeah. Whoop. Even got a bit of wheel spin then. Do you know why it does that? Because it's so powerful.
Right.
That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
That's what they all say.
We are nearly at our destination, so we're going to go and have a delicious meal and we'll catch up with you guys in the morning if this thing gets us home, and we'll get it on the Tower of Power and we'll see how fast it can go and hope to God that it's not raining. It's the next day and you'll be very pleased to know that we made it to the restaurant and back and nobody died and we didn't get drenched by the rain, so everything worked out perfectly. We're now going to do the Tower of Power, which is exciting. Couple of things though, I don't know if I've ever done 60 mile an hour with this car before. We're about to see how fast it gets there. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. We're going to get the Speedo app on my phone on the 60 mile an hour stretch on the way there, just to make sure it'll do 60 mile an hour. And then yeah, we'll get to our private test track and we'll see how fast it gets there. Now this thing has got what I think is called the high drive, which is a gearbox that was sort of invented just before automatics really took over. But it's kind of interesting, and what it means is that you don't need the clutch to change gear. You only need the clutch to take off. As you can see by my leg not moving there, it's very, very strange. So now, for example, the clutch pedal's down there, my foot's nowhere near it. If I want to change to third, I just drop the revs and we're in third. If I want to go back to second, drop the revs, we're in second. It feels a little bit pointless. You can use the clutch. If you do use the clutch, it's a little bit smoother, but I think it's designed for people who just don't want to be doing that action. Some lazy people, I don't know. One of the only things that are very different to a normal car about is it freewheels. So now it's freewheeling. It has no engine braking at all. There is just no engine braking going on at all. It's completely freewheeling, yet I am in gear. So it disconnects itself as you sort of drive along, and then when it gets to a certain revs, the gearbox takes over. Very, very weird, but quite interesting. Let's see what this baby can do. And here's the stats. It weighs in at almost 1.65 tons, roughly, I've guessed, with us in the car. That's never going to get old. We're in first gear. It's got 100 horsepower and it's from 1953, so it's an old girl. Tasty Classics stopwatch is ready. Okay, reset. 3, 2, 1. I've got Matty next to me here, holding the speedo so I know when we get to 60. Come on, come on. That was not particularly quick at all. Right, let's give it another couple of runs. It got up and went though, didn't it? Really good, really good. 3, 2, 1. Oh. She just jumps up as she goes. Much faster this time. Ah. You can't find it, grind it. Come on, come on. Nice. Not as bad as I thought it'd be. Not as bad as I thought it'd be at all. That felt like a much better run. I got a much better start that time. Let's give it one more go. This thing is so big. It's so hard to turn around, honestly. It's like turning a canal boat round on your own in a swimming pool. Three, two, one. Oh, it doesn't want to do any wheel spinning. If it was a proper manual, it might. God, sorry to crunch that third gear, but it feels nippy. It's getting faster, maybe. Not bad at all. This is doing much better than I thought it was going to. It really, really is. Right, let's get back to the Tower of Power board and we'll see exactly how fast this thing is. One of the mad things with this gearbox is because it's doing the freewheeling thing, there's no engine braking. We've just come down a massive hill called Kelsall Hill. If you're local to the sort of Cheshire area, you might know it. There's a massive hill and the car just kept on gaining speed and gaining speed and gaining speed. It was quite sketchy because all I've got is some very old drum brakes to slow me down. This is the temporary old Tower of Power board. I am quite excited and looking forward to building a whole new mobile Tower of Power that I can wheel around this workshop. I've got some metal on order and we're going to weld it up. It's going to be an engineering experiment and that'll be on the Tasty Breakdown channel of me making that. But for now, we'll still use this one from the old workshop. The Plymouth Cranbrook from 1953 with almost the same size engine as my Porsche 911. 3.8 litre, 3.6 litre. The Porsche did it in 5.04. There's a few other minor differences between that and this Plymouth, about 70 years. Where do you think it went? Realistically, where do you think it went? So we've got stuff like the Perodua Nipper, which has got a tiny little engine, which did it in 17.8. We've got the Rover P4 from sort of 10 years newer, which did it in 17.8, and it's probably a fair bit lighter. The Fiat Panda, the Rascal van. What do you think? This amazing Plymouth did it in. The Rascal van remains at the bottom and the Plymouth just manages to sneak in one above it. 21.37 seconds. That's really impressive. I'm well pleased with that. What a great car. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching this epic adventure with the Big Yank tank. It's been a lot of fun. I have enjoyed myself a lot and I'm going to be super sad to see this car drive off into the sunset. But it would be great to meet one of you guys and for you and me to show you around and go, this is how you start it. This is how you do this. This is how you change gear. You know, that would be a bit of fun and you can drive it away. And I hope that you can be the next custodian and look after it as enthusiastically as I have, because it well deserves it. It really, really does. And I'll see you in the next one, which I don't want to give too many spoilers, but should be a bit of JDM fun. Twin turbo JDM fun. Something completely different. Right, see you soon. Bye.